pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I love the design by this offense. A great job rolling your athletic quarterback outside of the pocket to the left. Get him on the move. Get him away from the defense. Don't have him standing in the pocket. And now I give him a choice. Can he run it or does he throw? He has an option. It's kind of a pass-run option.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The give to the tailback. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Handoff from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Clemson jumps to the line. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And he's going to... about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leads it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Power football with the run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Clemson is quick to the line. Rides the back and leaves it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end.
Look at that, just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for space. It's Durham. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Quarterback adapting. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone earlier. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the inside give. Runs for the tackle. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Clemson jumps to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll run it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Green. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Running to the left. And some room to work. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Looking for room. It's Hardy. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the afterburners. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He has 60 yards on the ground, a very productive 1st half here in the season opener. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Johnson looking to throw. He's got an open man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the run, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive.
Looking for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Pucks it out of the air. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Tigers want to move quickly. The play-action fake. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is in the air. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick completion on the out route. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The run from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Working that wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The run to the left.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU,
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
this has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, he's a good day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Johnson wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Things have not gone the way they've planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hardy. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Clemson is quick to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Fafita. Grabs it in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at. Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Johnson looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see what he can do with it. And the returner will be knocked down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Grab in the backfield. It's Moore. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. They're going to make it that easy for us.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The RPO fired complete to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. What's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it as a 29.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Gets the back moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Going to look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Fafita. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Objective 1, get the first down, stop the clock. Nice job. Now get up to the line quickly. Try to save a timeout if we can.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Fakes to grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On third down, going up top. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
He might want another play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a